milk and the bread. I come from...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Falcons and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Azeez Ojulari. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes now on first down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hope.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Mahomes now on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Taylor And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Why don't you just start
Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st down, Mahomes completes it to Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Here's Freiermuth again. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The give to Taylor. Escapes the defender. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Good job, fellas. Good job.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Blankenship out for the point after. And it is now 21-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fields going to keep it running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Still going. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go.
21-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there taken in by Smith.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. The kick by Carlson is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool, 82 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ashton Davis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome. Indianapolis on the road taking on New Orleans. And it's been defense optional so far. 28-21, 49 points scored in the first half. Dak Prescott having his hottest start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, over 200 yards on the ground with a couple of touchdowns as well. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Fields on first down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards remain for second down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And the Bears have taken the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
It certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Bears 24.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's brought down. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Derek Brown in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go,
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Smith catches left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
57. Mike.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aleem McNeil breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mahomes' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Derek Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bears will get the football back. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch him flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch him off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. To the air again, Fields. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Fields. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. And we'll give a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't.